Hello everybody, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. It has been mere hours since the last one. Well, like 9 hours since the last one I did, where we were doing, well, partly our ranch, and partly our kitchen, and partly our power plant. So I think power plant's in a fairly good spot. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to have carbon dioxide flowing down here, oxygen flowing up. It's all going to be good. And it's a nice sink for the carbon to go into as well. You know what I should probably do? I should probably floor that bit off, like block that bit off so that the carbon builds up here rather than trying to build up down here. I mean, it's pretty dense down there actually. Right, it goes up to roughly 2,000. Yeah, I might do that. Hold on. Up. We'll go ahead and just pop a tile in here. Well, we do have one aloe vera down here. That'll be fine. Having these ones is more valuable. Nice. Okay. The power plants activate. He turned off, but he's very refuelable. I should probably eat that, and I'll dump your threshold at 30% as well. Perfect. Power plant's looking good. Now, food. So, there's no storage for ice. That makes sense. I'm going to make a temporary storage bin. I'm just going to place it here, and I'm going to fill that with ice. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to deconstruct this, right? To drop this water down here. Because we don't really need it up here. And it's kind of in the way of anything interesting I want to build. Maybe. Possibly. Look at that. There we go. In fact, we'll just get rid of all of that. If we can. They might not be able to get all of that, but regardless. Dump that. Build this, probably at a 9, because I'd really like it, the ice storage. Once we've got the ice storage, we'll sweep the ice, and once the ice has been swept, I can fill this, because it's all carbon. Not much carbon, but the fact that it is carbon at all means it's a sterile environment, and we like that. And then we can set the sweepers up. Now, I know the sweepers are going to be burning power, which is not necessary, but it's going to be useful, okay? It's going to be real useful. Yeah, because I don't need to do this. I want to dump all food into here. So this guy, not this guy, this guy can just pick it up. Oh, but even then he won't really be able to just pick it up, will he? Huh. I'll have to think about that. Well, no, the food will get dumped here. Yeah, the food will get dumped here. Is that how that works? I took a picture. I know I'm just staring at this screen. Did they do this? They did. Okay. Ice. You can put ice in here. Which means they should be able to sweep that last bit. Yeah, there we go. Right, I know the eggs go in there. Actually, I think everything might get dropped into here. And then moved around. Might have been how it happened. I should have taken a photo with the overlays on. You know, like the shipping overlay to tell me where things are and where they're going. That's a good fridge. Worked really well. Okay. I'll probably do that. I'll probably pull the overlays up at some point and do that stuff. God, they're just pulling sleet wheat grain for days. I guess You know what? We're gonna need. Pardon me. We're gonna need another one. Put one of them there. They swept that. So let's do a bit of that. Get rid of that. Make you a 9. This definitely doesn't need to be 3 wide either. Oh, making that's a 9. Making that should be an 8. Because they're doing that all the time. Okay, good. Carbon dioxide, sterile environment. Do I have enough? I do have enough iron. So you can go here. I'm just going to replicate exactly the fridge I had. And we will figure out what we need to do. And when. Okay, a bit of that. You were supposed to hold edible. Can you hold... Let's put berry sludge in here. Yeah, because you can't pick them up because they land there. It's annoying that they land over there. But you pick up the food that is created. From the food that you pick up, it is dropped. Where is it dropped? Grab that. You'll put it into a thing above you, which will drop it into here. And then this one grabs it and places it into here. Right? I can't really remember. You know what? We're gonna do some science. We're gonna load the last game here. And just have a look. This will be a little trip down memory lane. And we'll see what we had going on. Which was quite a lot. But most importantly, I wanna see the what are they called? The overlays, that's it, the overlays. It's gonna take a while because it's a big map. There's a lot of gubbins going on. Oh, okay, music's gone. That means it's about to load. Right now. Right now. Close enough. Oops, wrong button. Okay. Here it is. You can see all of that. And you can see that. And that's on purpose. What's in here? Actually, I have no idea. Right, shipping overlay. Nothing's in there. So you take edible foods that are ingredients and it gets dropped into here. You take rot piles. Okay, so everything comes in here, gets dropped off here. Bibbidi boobidi bop. Do that. Yeah. It picks the stuff up, puts the raw meat in here. So the people can activate it. Yeah. And then we're keeping that cold. It's minus 84 degrees in there. Okay. That makes sense to me, I think. Power-wise, I just powered the whole damn thing with thick boy wires, because we're not thin boy wires anymore. You know what? That's actually a smart idea. Maybe I shouldn't even bother with the transformer. Maybe it should just be thick boy wires all the way. And I'll just eat the core hit. Yeah. So you take what? Is it just rot piles? And you just sent the rot piles out. Alright. I'm ready. I'm ready. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. We're going to nail it. So this is exactly the shape it should be. Everything gets dumped into here. And then from here, this will need to be filled with water. But we can't really do that. But it doesn't need to be water. It could be ethanol. We could fill it with ethanol. Might be a good idea, actually. Or something that stays liquid even when it's cold. So this is to drown eggs. And then grill. And then we're going to have a conveyor loader. And the conveyor loader is up here. And that takes all of the outputs and puts it down here. Yeah. And then the eggs come in. Or in this case, like, let's say the pike apples, right? So you suck up the pike apples with an auto sweeper, which unfortunately can't cover all of them. That's sad, but that's fine. So you have one of these. You're like, boop, it sucks all the pike apples up. Or actually, in this case, don't do them, but it will do these ones. Sucks all the pike apples up. The pike apples get dumped into here, where they're nice and frozen. Then this guy grabs them. Can't put them in here. Kind of a problem. But he can put them into the thing, the grill. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I could put that here, but it's not really going to fit the way we want. Just manually doing it. But they could run over here and grab the bits. And then place the bits. Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Go ahead and build these things for me. And why don't you become a 7 now as well? We have so much food. We really do. I don't need that much food. I'll take a sweat corn seed, I guess. How's the wood sitch? Damn, that's full of wood. That's actually really impressive. Huh. Good to know. And how not you. How goes down here? Okay, so everything's planted. We just need to dig all of this out. And then that's 96 tiles, so that's exactly as high as it can be. Hold on, don't dig the plants. You don't need to dig the plants. And we need hydrogen. Let's get hydrogen. To get hydrogen, we could just run a... it's not a rust maker. Hold on. We could run a electrolyzer and turn water into oxygen and hydrogen gas, right? Because the rust one turns into oxygen and chlorine gas. So we could run an electrolyzer that would fill the ceiling with hydrogen. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? We are building exactly on the level. So maybe a bit of like this. Kind of maintain temperature integrity. And then an airlock. And then we'd have a liquid lock in here. Or maybe a liquid lock right up to the door. So that no gas could come out. Right, we'd dig our way through. And then, in fact, don't do these yet. We'll make these ones. But the idea is, we'd do this and then we'd have like tile with liquid on it. And that liquid would stop any gas from it. Would block this off as well. That liquid would stop any gas from escaping. And then we could just put an atmosphere suit dock somewhere in here so that whoever goes in to do the ranching never lets the hydrogen out. And then we only need to fill it with X amount of hydrogen, not even that much really. If we suck all the other gas out, well, I mean, part of that is going to involve sweeping the slime, but we suck all the other gas out and then we just fill it with a light amount of hydrogen, all will be well. Yeah, in fact, we don't even mind if a little bit of temperature gets in here because we actually want a little bit of additional temperature. Oh, one of those damn spore shells. Yeah, I know how to deal with you, though. I've been taught. I know what's going on. What is going on down here? Oh, we're getting deep down here. I like that. Okay, I'm going to build down to the abyssalite exactly. Oh, you know what? There's a little breach in here. There's a breach in the abyssalite. Kind of. Because of this thing. So that's probably how we're going to get in. If we're going to get into here. They made it over here yet? Not yet. That's fine. I do want to know what this thing is. Can't figure it out yet. Oh, there's loads of crude oil. There's some petroleum. So there's something warm down here. Warm enough, I think, to crack the oil into petroleum on its lonesome. I don't know what that is, though. Weird. This abyssalite is warm. 59. Oh, it's more than warm. But it's not the 90. It does get hundreds-y over here. Interesting. Very interesting. And we have this saltwater geyser as well, which we'll probably use for our liquid. Or for our renewable liquid, or our infinite liquid. Don't know what's going on over here yet. Bet you there's something. Oh, and there's one of these. How long has there been one of these bad boys, huh? Should probably crack into that as well. I'd love to know what that is. Carbon dioxide vent. You know, hold on. You know, temperatures 500 degrees. Okay, it's warm. I was thinking, well, I could maybe vent the carbon dioxide into my aloe vera area, but I probably don't really want to do that because we're gonna hold on. Gas. Look at that. Oh yeah, it's getting carbony in the best kind of way. Oh, I love that. Sliding all the way down. Big fan of what you're doing. And you're going down here. Very liquidy down here. Very liquidy. We'll have to be careful about these spore shards as well. Aluminium down here is kind of nice. That's a nice refinable metal. I don't remember what obsidian is good for, but I think it's good for something. And this fella's almost done as well. What's a temp diff up here? Well, I'll probably want to do that. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to need them to dig that out in order to get there. And dig that out. Whoops. And do a bit of that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, something died in here? Oh, there's a Dreklet. Well, we're going to want you for sure. You know what? Deconstruct this. Actually, no. Cancel that. Yeah, don't do that. We can just go down and get you. Oh, it was a print. The puffed prince? Puffly prince? No, that's you. It was the other one. The very green one. The sickly looking one. Yeah, I hadn't thought about it, but you actually don't need to do that at all. We can literally do it from the inside. So maybe don't be so dumb. Me. Alright, me. I'll consider your words. Something else. Phosphorite. Okay. Something about... what do you call it? Ethanol. There's lots of ethanol, and we can turn wood into ethanol, right? At the station? Refinement? Ethanol distiller, right. Wood into ethanol. 1,000 grams of wood becomes 500 grams of ethanol. A wood burner consumes 1,200 grams of wood a second and produces 300 watts of power. An ethanol... Do I have an ethanol generator yet? Oh, no, petroleum generator. Petroleum, ethanol, or biodiesel. 2,000 grams of combustible liquid for 2 kilowatts of power. Way more efficient, I think, in the conversion. We just have to get there. Which, I mean, we could actually get there right now. Does the petroleum generator, do you just throw out carbon? You do. More carbon than you. $1,200 grams a second of wood, or 2,000 grams a second of combustible liquid, and you turn 1,000 grams of wood into 500 grams of ethanol. So 4,000 grams of wood a second becomes 2 kilograms of petroleum generator power, which that becomes 2 kilowatts versus you, which 4 of you converts 4,800 grams of wood in a second into 1,200 kilowatts of power. So it's way more efficient to distill it down and then use that liquid in power. Okay. We know what we must do. What do you need? I mean, you need power, obviously, and you need a liquid output pipe. And the liquid output is for the ethanol. We could pump the output straight into the generators, or should we maybe have a storage area for that? I don't know. Having a storage area for this seems like it might be a good idea. Like a temporary storage. And you know what? Frankly, I'm gonna demolish this. I don't want this in the way. Because I want, on this level, to be able to build my ethanol distiller. Maybe even more than one, and then we can just pump it this way. Or we can pump it into storage above it and then pump it in and down. You know what I mean? We're figuring things out. I'll take a grub fruit seed. We don't have any of those yet. And you never know when we might need one. Okay, so this bad boy holds the berry sludge. Even though it doesn't need to, it's still where we're going to put it for now. So you can hold 100 kilograms. And you can hold 150 kilograms. You definitely hold more. Why don't you just hold... thingy. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. And then you can hold... I don't know. Where's the food going to come from? It's going to come from here. Can you cover the whole thing? No, I built all of my stuff just one tile too wide. So we'll put one of you down. And you know what? Oh, no. It's O. It's O. O rotates. I forget literally every time O rotates. So you'll be able to cover that. Shipping. Then you're going to go in and up and across. Yeah, so you're going to go to there. You're going to grab fruit. You're going to go like that. Okay, power. We're going to heavy watt the wires. Give it to you. Give it to you. You know what? We are making the executive decision to just fully strip out all of the plain wires because we don't need them. We're heavy watt enjoyers in this household. Like so. It's like you need to learn how to do power circuits. No, I don't. And then we're gonna like so. Like so. Heavy watt joint plate. Heavy watt joint plate. Heavy watt joint plate. And then we can get rid of this one eventually. Perfect. I'm going to assume that whoever was suffocating isn't suffocating. They just suffocated for a second. They're like, oh my god, oh, we're fine. We've all been there. We've all had days like that. Are you... No, you're reachable builds. Yeah, I would like for them to be done. Because I would like to set up the Dreco Ranch. I think that would be cool. I need to get you. Have you made it down here? Nope, not yet. Have you made it down here? Nope, not yet. That's fine. Have you made it to... here? Oh, we knew about that one. Iron Volcano. What's the two we're looking for? We're looking for that one. Oh, we're looking for the one up here. Oh, up here. Yeah, here. A little ways to go. Loads of iron ore. It's tons of mercury as well. Like I'm going to use any of the mercury. Loads of iron ore. I'm definitely going to strip all of the iron out of these places eventually. But it's nice to know that we're not going to be hurting for iron anytime soon. And we have aluminium and lead. And lead is going to be our refined metal for sure. I'm going to use that for my automation wires and stuff. Okay. So, if we wanted to make a self-powered oxygen maker, it would need... I have a picture. But it needs generators and... where is it? There it is. It needs pumps and pipes and generators, and it needs water. It needs water to be pumped into it. Now, I don't know if we have that kind of water. By the way, deconstruct this thing. And do me a favor. Priority 9 all the power wires, please. These are important because it literally keeps everything going. And priority 9, that, and that. Okay. We need to get liquid water in there. Which means we'd need liquid water, and we don't have liquid water right now. Wow, it's polluted as hell over here. That's fine. Yeah, we definitely want... temps. Okay, still cool. I like that. I don't want us accidentally making anything or too warm, you know? Especially with like an iron volcano over here. These lads making things warm. Down here, we seem to be doing all right. I suppose the nice thing about this slime off-gassing right now is it's making a location where we can live. Or we can breathe even. Which is good. It's good stuff. Do you really only have priority 1s to do? Maybe you don't build. That might be what you're doing. I'll tell you what. I'll fire all of this stuff again. You guys do whatever you want or need to. Because now that we have our route down here, pretty easy to get here. Yeah. Now I can't make glass yet. But I could. If I can deconstruct these lab windows, I might be able to make enough glass to make an oil cracker, right? Crack the oil into petroleum automatically. Then I wouldn't even need the ethanol, but the ethanol still might be useful. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to mop some of this ethanol and I'm going to use it in my liquid lock. So we're going to be liquid lock, which means it's going to be like bap, oops, bap, bap. Bap. Bap, bap. Like that, right? Yeah. But I don't need to do that bit yet. I will do that. Okay. Nicola, do what you need to do, son. Okay. I mean, having this temperature transition into here, again, isn't a problem because otherwise the mill would or won't grow. Oh, we are going to have to power these, which will involve a heavy watt joint plate. Probably a heavy watt joint plate. Guess I can't do it because there was something there already. Yeah, okay. And then like so. And a heavy watt joint plate. Don't need to do it now, but obviously you could do it whenever you want. Oh, I pressed H for home. Oh, I should set snap points. That's a really good point. Yeah, I'll dig that out. Nice. I like that Nicola likes to dig. I'm a fan of that. Now, we are going to then need... How much iron do we have? Quite a bit, but still, I'd rather not use too much of it. He says using so much of it. That's fine. We have infinite iron, and we already know this. Deconstruct that. Oh, and you're going to be a joint plate. I can't do that because you're there. Yep. Knew that. You're going to be a joint plate. Definitely, yeah. Cool. Oh, yeah, give me something cool. Peat, I'll take some peat. I don't need it right now, but we could run a peat burner at some point for whatever reason. Guess we'll dig that out so that we can actually get up here. And then I guess we'll roof off this bit as well. Yeah. We're making progress. I'm liking the prog we're making. Are you guys... You're cramped. Why is that? There's 8 critters in here? Is this not the amount we need? Oh, it's 95. No, it's 96. Whoops. It's 96 tiles. We got this one in here. Oh, there's 9 critters because there's an egg. Yes, and we are going to want to sweep the egg at some point. You take... What's it called? Pike apple. Pike apple. Cool. You get stored in there. And then you get transported up and over. and then into here, where you'll be frozen probably. What does pike apple skewer need? Just pike apple. Oh! Barbecue is meat. Frost bun is sleet wheat grains. So that's a +4 morale. What's the berry sludge? +8 morale. Wow. Okay. +8 morale. Barbecues +8 as well. You... Oh, you're unreachable? Yep. You would be, wouldn't you? Oh, you're cute. You little shine nymph. I like that. And, I mean, oxygen is in a good spot. Big fan of where we appear to be at. This is all done. Excellent. Why don't you do me a favour and deconstruct just these top buildings? Because I'm probably going to need to place a sweeper in here. Does a sweeper cover the whole area? No, why would it? But no, the sweeper doesn't need to be in here. If anything, it would be here just to grab the plastic. Yeah, okay, I think we're actually fine there. Ooh. Why is this? The faucet is like cracking. Is that under the pressure? Oh, it might be under the pressure of the liquid. More of you? More spore childs? More spore childs? It's fine. We know how to deal with them. More arbor trees is nice because that's more wood. And I'm going to enable auto harvest. Okay, you don't have to do every single limb. I thought for a second I was going to have to enable auto harvest on every limb of the arbor tree, but I don't. I can auto harvest that. Do they just drop off? I guess they just drop off on their own if you leave them long enough, because there's wood on the ground. There's wood on the ground there as well. Weren't there more? Oh, there's one up here. I'll enable auto harvest on you. Oh. You. Are you a fresh tree? No, you're part of that tree. Enable auto harvest. You know what? Well, I hit the H again for home. I'm fat fingering things. Why don't we just crack a little doorway into here? Alright, the hexalins can't propagate. So once if we dig up the hexalant, it's gone forever. Is it food? It is. Calorie dense food serving. I might as well. If we get the chance. Okay, and then I'm going to prioritize this stuff because this is all part of the same digging and building process. Do I have any other high priorities? Oh, these are 9s, right? Yeah, I remember why I made them 9s. They're 5s again. They're 5s again. There's other more pressing things. Okay. Now, how tall is a bottle emptier? Just one too tall. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to just place it here. I guess I can just place one there, and then I'll add some requirements for what it can and can't empty. And I'll say, hey, empty the water or the ethanol, and then we'll have a liquid lock. I might need to sweep everything off of here first. I don't really remember. Maybe. Where did we get tallow from? Up here. Okay, so something dropped that, I think. Unless I killed something and found it, which I certainly could have done. In fact, it sounds very much like something I would have done. What's the plans? I feel like this is getting done very quickly, and I suppose I did make those a 9 sweep. Yeah, that's fair. And temperature-wise, not transitioning in yet, but that's okay. In fact, it's probably a good thing. Although I definitely will need to up the temperature in here somehow. I don't know if that's going to be adding hot materials as a heat plate or venting. Well, I suppose if I do the hydro... Oh, hold on. The electrolyzer. If I just electrolyze this whole place after pulling all the air out, it comes out quite warm, right? So that might work. You will take... I could do mercury. I'll think about this. I do need to call this one here for now. But we're working on projects and it's going well. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps out a great deal. I really appreciate it. Love your faces for it. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Check the links in the description and the notification button. I'll see all of you in the next one. See ya!